Alright, NFL fans, buckle up. Commissioner Roger Goodell's State of the League address is coming up. And you know what that means. He's about to be grilled on everything from officiating to overseas games. The 18-game schedule. And yeah, you guessed it, Jay-Z. But there's one issue that's been on everyone's mind recently: NFL officiating. After another controversial call during the AFC Championship Game between the Chiefs and Bills, the spotlight is back on how games are being officiated, and how technology might be able to fix it. So what's the deal with the spot of the ball? And how is the NFL planning to avoid these controversies moving forward? Stay tuned, because this story's got more layers than an onion. The controversial AFC Championship Game call. Alright, let's dive into the AFC Championship Game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. With just a few minutes left in the fourth quarter, and the Bills down by 1 point, quarterback Josh Allen tries to push for a first down on a 4th and inches play. The tension in the air? You could cut it with a knife. And then, boom, the officials ruled that Allen didn't make it, even though replay seemed to show otherwise. Fans on both sides were up in arms. The Bills camp believed Allen had gained the necessary yardage, while the Chiefs camp celebrated their ability to hold the line. It wasn't exactly as dramatic as the infamous no call in the 2018 NFC Championship Game. But it definitely sparked a heated debate. Why? Well, the spot of the ball, and the fact that officials seemed to make different calls on the spot, became the focal point. Replays didn't provide any conclusive evidence, but it still felt like a missed call that could have changed the outcome of the game. And with the Chiefs winning 32-29, heading to the Super Bowl, and trying to secure their third championship in a row, this moment is going to linger. But, and this is key, this controversy points directly to the glaring issue the NFL has had for years: ball spotting and the technology behind it. Why are we still relying on the officials' eyesight? Now, here's the million-dollar question. Why in the world is the NFL still relying on the human eye to spot footballs accurately? Yes, we've got officials with years of experience. But the reality is, sometimes the ball's position is a blur. And replays don't give us a definitive answer. Here's where the technology side of things comes in. The NFL already has a microchip inside every football, designed to track its location. Why isn't this technology being used to spot the ball, you ask? Well, according to the experts, the chip isn't as reliable as you'd think. The problem lies in the ball's placement when a player's knee, forearm, or other body parts hit the ground, or when the play is whistled dead. Simply put, there are a lot of moving parts. But with the NFL already embracing advanced tech like the Hawkeye system for tracking, why isn't ball spotting a priority? The need for improvement in officiating technology. So here's where it gets interesting. Goodell's going to have to answer a lot of tough questions about this. Why is the NFL still relying on human officials to spot the ball with their eyes? When can fans expect to see a more reliable system in place? And if the current chip technology isn't cutting it, what's the league doing to improve it? These are the big questions. And we're hoping Goodell has some answers. Because let's face it, officiating mistakes are only getting more scrutinized. Especially when millions of dollars are on the line thanks to the growing role of sports gambling. Is there a conspiracy against the Bills? Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, did the Chiefs get a little extra help from the refs? Could there be some kind of conspiracy theory floating around, especially after the way that call went down? It's a real question because there's a perception among some NFL fans that Kansas City, and specifically Patrick Mahomes, gets some special treatment. But the real issue here isn't whether the Chiefs are getting preferential treatment, it's that the technology to spot the ball accurately just isn't up to snuff. So while conspiracy theories might make for good drama, it's really more about how the NFL is dealing with its officiating issues. And that's exactly what Goodell needs to address. Troy Aikman weighs in. Let's not forget, this issue has even reached the broadcast booth. Former NFL quarterback and current analyst Troy Aikman isn't shy about calling out bad officiating. During a playoff game between the Chiefs and the Texans, Aikman got visibly frustrated with a personal foul penalty against Mahomes, saying that Mahomes was barely touched. He took it a step further, stating that with the NFL's massive gambling partnerships, it's more important than ever to get calls right. Aikman's criticism of the NFL's officiating is pretty clear. We need to do better. We can get it more right. And when a big-name analyst like Aikman speaks out, it carries some serious weight. Expect this to be a key talking point for Goodell in his address. What else will Goodell be grilled on? Of course, officiating isn't the only thing Goodell will be grilled on. There's a whole slew of other topics that will likely come up, including the potential 18-game regular season and how it might impact player safety, the expansion of overseas games and whether we'll see a foreign soil Super Bowl, the NFL's ongoing relationship with Jay-Z's Roc Nation, especially with that civil lawsuit hanging over the mogul's head, the decline of the Pro Bowl and its waning popularity in recent years, the NFL's efforts to continue reducing concussion rates and player safety concerns. These are all critical issues, but nothing is going to be as high profile right now as officiating. With gambling becoming a bigger part of the NFL landscape, it's going to be hard for Goodell to ignore the mounting pressure to get these calls right. Conclusion. So, will this be the year that the NFL finally embraces better technology to fix officiating once and for all? Will Goodell address the growing scrutiny and provide a timeline for improvements? The spotlight's on him, and with everything at stake, especially with the gambling industry so heavily invested, it's clear that the pressure is on the league to make some changes. What do you think? Should the NFL be doing more to improve its officiating systems? Or is this just part of the game? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more breakdowns on all things NFL. Until next time, keep it real. And remember, whether it's by an inch or a mile, we're all here for the drama. Thanks for watching, folks. Be sure to catch us next time for all the latest news, insights, and controversies surrounding the NFL. See you soon.